Yes, good morning once again. We're talking about football, we're talking about soccer, whichever one you call it. But definitely, it's going to be a wonderful ride with us today. My name is Toyosi Afolayan. I'm not alone in the studio this morning. I have wonderful guys with me this morning, Fis Ogunbanjo and Sam Adeyemi. Good morning, guys.
Morning. It's
Good
good
morning,
to be back.
good morning to your seat. It's a beautiful day,
Yes.
no matter what the Super Eagles do. So we've gotten used to that. When they sometimes they just flatter to.
I'm sure you're going to give Fis the confidence to talk.
No, definitely.
Nigerians
they say the patriotism still has to be there. But the fact that they even get to use the window to get friendly, that's beautiful one to see already. And I'm hoping that the AFCON, what do they call it? Let's do it again. Is that the slogan they're using? Let's see how that goes.
They said it's going to be Nigerians are already saying third best team. Now, okay, we know that's our bet, right? We like getting third in the
I think
AFCON.
we've won that about 7 times.
Yeah, we actually we are the most decorated nation in the history of AFCON.
Yeah.
But when it comes to bronze medal, that is what we packed. You know, third.
We
But,
good at that.
you know, it's
It's an extra trophy. It's an extra trophy.
An extra trophy,
Yeah.
if you say so.
Yeah.
Well, the Super Eagles of Nigeria played a 2-2 draw yesterday against the Falcons of Saudi Arabia, and my guys here in the studio are actually annoyed that Nigeria could not muster a win against the Saudi Arabian team that has lost 7 games in a row.
No, I don't think it's a bad result. You watched the game. Yes, Nigeria could have won that game, but Saudi Arabia is not the same Saudi of 2 years ago. Yes, Avo Renard has left. Now they've gotten one of the best tacticians, Roberto Mancini, and you could see that in the first half of the game. The best thing that Nigeria has is the attack, and when you start with 5 attackers, that shows that you really mean business, which I want to give Pesero kudos for that. Alexi will be playing as an extra midfielder with Ndidi and then packing 4 forwards. Guys, the banging goes everywhere, particularly Bonif, the 2 victors.
Yes.
so it's a statement that we can use our strengths to play. But then you're playing against an Italian manager who knows his onions well, and then he was able to defend all of that. If not for, maybe I would say, I don't know whether I can say this on TV, that there's like a course or for goalkeepers on the Super Eagles these days.
Since Carl came and Vincent Eyama left.
We can't boast of one goalkeeper that we can't boast. How many years is it been? About 10 years.
I am Nigerian, but can I cook?
Go on.
All right. I will start from the goalkeeping position. I don't know why we are still using Francis Uzor in 2023. Somebody help me. We have. There are two.
Who else?
There are over 200 million Nigerians. You can come to the league and pick some. We always talk about the Nigerian league, right?
Yeah, Nigeria Professional Football League.
No, Premier Football League.
Because
they are professional. It's not professional these days. Don't let us dive into those people.
But you can't say we don't have goalkeepers. Okay, we are going with Maduka Okoye, who is also error prone. We are going with Francis Uzor and the goalkeeper based in Israel, right?
Adeleye.
Why didn't we come? At least we've seen the Sporting Lagos goalkeeper. I was telling you before the show. No, we've seen the Sporting Lagos goalkeeper.
Oh, right.
We can see what he can do.
So are you making an appeal for Christian Nwoki of Sporting Lagos to get called up to the national team?
Yes, I am making an appeal. It looks like it, but I feel like we should we can improve. This is Saudi Arabia. I was talking to some guys. They were saying, "Oh, that was the team that beat Argentina in the World Cup." So.
Well,
Seriously.
I would want to tell you that this Saudi Arabian team have lost their last 7 games.
Yes.
They were on the verge of losing their 8th successive game. Forget Argentina.
Their best players were on the bench.
They've lost
Their best players were on the bench.
They've lost 7 games successively.
One of the reasons Avo Renard lost his job is because of that, and that's where they went for. Yes, they did an unthinkable at the World Cup, but then they couldn't muster forward after that game, after the game against.
Well, there is money for them to hire world-class coaches.
Yes.
Do they have world-class players? Do they have even mid players?
But that's why they.
That's one of the reasons they're pumping money into the league.
And
we've got 1 or 2 of their players
also foreigners that are coming in majorly. They are trying to boost up their players. At least a player from the league scored the equalizer, right? Mohamed Kanu. So why can't we have players from our own league?
Okay, excuse me, sir.
Sometimes I was just laughing when you talk about the goalkeeper. John Noble has gotten a chance before, right?
Yes, he has.
And
Ikechukwu isn't what's causing the chance.
No, that was in the past. I'm talking about the
present one.
Present. Like
John
Noble had
Noble,
yes, I think he played about 45 minutes or so. I can't recall the particular game.
But he didn't cover himself when being glory.
That's the thing. So it's not about trying to come to the league. Nigeria is bereft of goalkeepers right now. And I think that should be a job. In fact, they should create a department in the NFF right now.
Very, very bad.
Scout for goalkeepers.
Like having
wherever they are going to find them.
That was the version of
something.
I don't want to anger Man U fans.
We're going to allow
I could have just called somebody.
Listen, we're going to allow the fans to talk to us this morning via WhatsApp. You have you have your WhatsApp line. You can talk to us via WhatsApp by calling the number, by chatting the number. Don't call us because some of you will call on video call, but definitely we're not picking that this morning. Just the WhatsApp numbers are on your screen. You can actually, chat us up. We have some messages here. We're going to read it. So, Sam, you're talking about the MPFL. Do you think Vincent Enyama was, brought from the MPFL, Austin Ejide from the MPFL, Delia Yenungba from the MPFL? Most of our goalkeepers that were, that played for the Super Eagles were from the MPFL, except from this man, Kale Keme. Unfortunately, leukemia came in and he couldn't play football.
Unfortunately.
So do you succumb to that that rule of bringing MPFL goalkeepers into the Super Eagles?
No. I think this has been made clear many times past. Any player of Nigerian origin who is good enough will be invited into the league wherever they play. Even Ahmed Musa, when he was clubless, was coming to the national team.
And it was clutch.
So I'm just citing an example there. So any good Nigerian player, whether it's the league or outside of the league, Adeleye is in Israel.
That's our best goalkeeper. That's our best goalkeeper for now.
If you think so, but
he has played 5 games.
Low-key home and abroad.
Low-key
home and abroad, we no get keeper.
So that's what I'm saying. That
we do have a goalkeeper.
This has to
be. We have goalkeepers by names.
No, wait. Adeleye has played 5 league games for his club in Israel. Uzor has not played any league game.
Same comment.
Maduka has not played any league game.
Anything for Udinese as well.
Only Olorunloke Ojo and Adeleye that have been active. But Olorunloke Ojo could not make it due to passport issues.
What happened to Noah Atubolu?
Atubolu, see.
So I don't know. That's the thing about this Atubolu.
Germany under 21.
I think I was discussing this with someone earlier. Someone, Atubolu, Freiburg, and all of that. That was how Maduka was sold to us. So let's wait.
No.
Let's just wait.
Maduka is different from Atubolu.
No, I'm just saying.
Did not play for Germany.
Oh man, I'm just saying. Let's just wait. Let's see Atubolu.
No goalkeeper.
Continue his form. If he really wants to play for Nigeria, then he will get his passport.
I have something. I have something against that. You need to. How do I call this English now? You need to pick these boys before they make it. When they make it, they will never remember Nigeria. If we had capped Saka at under 17, under 20 level, we would have never missed on Saka.
Okay, definitely. But we have players who can fill in there. Ademola Lookman.
Yeah, we have. We have the
Chukwueze,
okay, listen.
Who can fill in the wings?
Sam, this Noah Atubolu you're talking about, I love him also, yeah? I've seen him play he was playing for the youth team of Freiburg. They eased him into the main team, and this season, he's the main goalkeeper. He's playing for Germany's under 21 right now.
Yes.
And he could also play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But can we even... Look, Owen Goodman of Crystal Palace is there. I can mention a lot of goalkeepers.
Yeah, Gavin Bazuno.
Gavin Bazuno,
number one for Ireland.
Bazuno cannot play.
No, I'm saying he's now the number one for Ireland.
Exactly.
If we had capped these guys when they were 18, 17, it would have been a different story. We know that we stand little chance against some of these European countries that have our talent. Cap them very early. See what England does to our players now. See what they did to Eze.
But going forward, we are preparing for the AFCON right in January. That's in like 2 to 3 months' time. How are we going to solve this goalkeeping situation? Because if we are going into the AFCON with this, my friends were saying we are going to get to the final.
We have a message here. It says, he didn't include his name actually, but let me just read. Okay, if he included his name, Nifemi from Ikorodu says, all our goalkeepers love to do fine balls in the person. They don't want to dirty their clothes.
No, I don't think it's that. But Uzor had a very good save before the goal. In the first half.
Where you rushed out
one-on-one and then he came out and then...
I don't want to sound like I'm friend, but that's his job.
No, I'm just citing an example. There are times that they show up like that, but we need goalkeepers that can always save us. Kudos to Shemi Ajayi, especially Kevin Bassey.
Very brilliant defender.
Yesterday. And it's a huge job that he did playing as the center of the defense. We know that's his role right now. Nobody's as a left back again. Yeah. And then I was impressed with Tyrone Eboué, who's coming back
Impressed with him?
Yes.
How?
In his attacking
I was
strength.
never. I was never.
It was good in his attacking strength. I know Nigerians were calling for Osai Samuel.
Same thing
And
for
you saw what Osai did when he came
Bruno
on.
Yemechi.
Bruno, that one has his left back already. Even if Zaidu comes back today, Zaidu will have to fight.
What of Olaoluwa, I know?
Olaoluwa is our number one right back.
Yes. Oyemachi, but I say Oyemachi, this man.
Right, Samuel.
They would see.
That's what I'm saying. Olaoluwa start over Osai Samuel.
And Bright. If Olaoluwa is fit and Sam is fit, I don't want to see Tyrone Eboyi in
Okay, so Tyrone has been consistently playing for Empoli, even though they've been woeful in the same.
Well, he's one of their best players.
Yeah, so that's the thing. And then the 45 minutes or 50 or so that he played yesterday, I was happy with his attacking foray. Maybe not so much with the defensive, but I was
better attacking than Sam Chukwueze.
And yet, oh my Jesus! So I don't want to talk about Chukwueze. It's one of our best players.
We have a message here from Dipero from Jankara. He says the issue of goalkeeper is a serious one. Most of the successful goalkeepers in the Super Eagles played in the MPFL before moving abroad. And he says it's at time it's that time we started looking at goalkeepers in the Nigeria Professional. He said Nigeria Premier Football League.
Yeah. Some of them have gotten the Ikechukwu Ezenwa. Yeah, for many years.
To be honest, Ikechukwu Ezenwa gave
being a squad player
best in celebration
for a long time, and then when he did that this time, so there's nothing spectacular that any one of them has shown.
Yes.
That's what I want to say.
Yes.
That's why the coach just seems to always be rotating goalkeepers every game because he has not. He doesn't with anyone that can say, "Oh, this is our goalkeeper."
Yeah.
For the attacking, I can boldly say, probably in the whole world, no team is blessed as much as Nigeria is blessed in the attacking department, particularly the strikers.
Yes.
Currently, we have strikers that can, for the two victors, Ako Adams.
Sadiq Umar,
Cyril Dessers, Terry Murphy,
Victor Barnes. Come on.
From the wings to the center forward to even the AM. And now we have people that see. Boniface yesterday was the link in between the attack and the midfield.
But aside the goalkeeper as well, we don't have creative wingers. I was arguing with Chelsea before coming on.
Simon did something beautiful yesterday.
We have clutch.
It did.
It did. Clutch, yeah.
But wingers, right? It's not just one wing. So what of the other side? Sam Chukwueze was.
It's off.
Just show that. People were saying, "Oh, is this similar form and everything?" No, but I was also arguing before we came on the show that in his previous games for Nigeria, what has he really done?
See, there are some
I think it's that time we start looking at other options.
Something.
I'm sorry. It's not as if I want to cook these boys, but we have to start looking at other options.
Afis, there are players that are not going to carry the whole day, but you will see their impact 1 or 2, 3 times in a game.
You can impact a game by missing. You can impact a game by missing. You can impact the game by missing chances, and he did that. He impacted the game negatively. Yes, you can impact the game by missing chances.
Okay. Let's move to our next one.
If we keep talking about them, it's just
we're still talking about the Super Eagles, but this time around we're talking about the AFCON 2023 qualifier. They said the qualifiers, the draws that was held in Abidjan on Thursday evening. The Super Eagles of Nigeria were drawn alongside Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau. So, in Group A we have Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, we have Guinea-Bissau and Equatorial Guinea. The two Guineas against Nigeria. Also in Group B, the group of the Guineas. And then I have in Group B, Egypt, Ghana, Cape Verde, Mozambique. In Group D, we have Algeria, Burkina Faso, Mauritania, and Angola. Morocco are not in our group. They are alongside DR Congo, Tanzania, and Zambia this time around. The only, when these draws were actually being conducted, I was like, Nigeria definitely will avoid this North African side. The only North African side that I'm actually confident, I'm actually not so confident about us facing is Egypt. I would not say Morocco. Morocco, after the World Cup, have not showed. They've showed that they actually can woo talent from Spain to come and play for them. They have done well. They can woo talent from Netherlands. But the thing is, they are very similar to Super Eagles. Can Morocco actually enter the Super Eagles?
He said very similar to the Super Eagles.
They're very similar, to be honest. The World Cup is a different ballgame. This is AFCON. You should understand. This is AFCON.
Okay.
You can play free-flowing football, but when it comes to AFCON, the last AFCON they played, and that was even before the World Cup,
Did you just display by strength?
You get that?
The Tunisia beat us by strength.
Tunisia, a goal, and we couldn't score anything. The Tunisians, yeah, they are very different ball. They are different team entirely. But I wouldn't want to see anything more. But let me hear from Sam. Sam, what do you think about this draw?
Okay, so it's a fair one. Was looking out through the groups, and the typical group of death, I can't find it there.
Yeah,
probably, maybe you just want to look at maybe Group E, which I think everyone has a
Mali,
chance.
South Africa, Tunisia.
Yeah, I think everyone has a chance of qualifying. Then the group of DR Congo, Zambia, as well.
Tanzania, and Morocco.
Group C is also okay.
The battle for the second.
So there is really no group of death.
Yeah.
In quotes. Nigeria is playing against two sides they've played in recent time. Guinea-Bissau and Equatorial Guinea. We've played them in recent time, so we know every coast. Aside the fact that they are the host team, they've not been superb. So it's just
they have the names.
But they have the names.
And I'm happy that we're in their group because that means Nigeria gets to play in Abidjan. So
we're not leaving the capital.
Yeah, so you stay in there. I've seen the other groups playing.
And that's where they're going to play final.
Some are playing in San Pedro, some are playing in Bouaké. So, but Nigeria will be playing in Abidjan. So for any Nigerians going there,
just go to Abidjan straight.
Which is good. We've got a large population of Nigerians in Abidjan. The last time I was there, I was typically like you're in Lagos, man. So it's a very good area. So the support, we can always count on that we're going to have that, whether we're playing against the home team or not. But the Super Eagles have a good side. Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, they should be able to progress. But we did that in the last Nations Cup. We won 9 points. 3 games, 9 points. But then going into the next one.
You know Guardiola? Remember that statement?
Yeah. Nigerian Guardiola. So, man,
Austin
that's our technical advisor.
Technical director.
The director you're just talking about.
But looking at the other groups, I think Group C as well, the group of Senegal, Cameroon, Guinea. Guinea has the best striker in Europe right now.
Yes.
Sergio Guirassy. Yeah, he's the best striker in Europe in terms of goals. In terms of goals,
that's what you say. Goals in 7 games.
Come on, man.
In the Bundesliga,
boys, he's the best. Bundesliga is one of the top 5 leagues, right?
Yes.
And he's top 5 Bundesliga. So please, let's put some respect on his name as well. He's also a good player. Like Sam said, not really a group of deaths. Algeria, Burkina Faso, Mauritania. I think Algeria should be able to negotiate that one, even though they've also not been exciting in recent times. But I just want to say, in this Nations Cup, I want to see the boys coming back home to come and play. But they are very good players in Europe right now, representing African countries. Players are also switching to come back to play for their countries of their belts. And each team has one player that can also impact.
Of course.
Maybe I can just touch on this when you mentioned players coming back home. Maybe for Ghana, they've got some huge talent they need to quickly tap into. Nketiah,
Nketiah will play for the English national team before the ends.
So
he has even played.
He played yesterday in a friendly.
The friendly game against Australia, so he's still eligible.
Yeah.
This Kobe Mino, the Man United wonder kid.
Yeah.
That's
I think he's injured.
He's injured currently, but I feel somebody they can try to tap.
They have to reclaim him. They have Inaki Williams. It was actually very painful.
Martin Odoi also, he has been coming home in recent times.
But they have exciting players.
So I feel
same way we have exciting players too. Exciting players are everywhere.
Mohamed Kudus, Ishaku Fatawu,
he's a national team.
Thomas Partey is there. Thomas Partey is
if
there.
He's not injured.
If he's not injured,
for Ghana, they
brothers.
trying to get some of those.
I think Ghana should be able to improve this tournament. I don't like the fact that Ghana comes in. They just get knocked out. And
in quotes, you wanted to say something that I said cursed. Ghana have talent, but when it comes to forget the fact that they qualify for that World Cup. They have been in shambles. Even qualifying for the AFCON, they never had an easy route.
It's a good one now that they have an homeboy, and when I say homeboy here, is Chris Hilton.
They had an homeboy at the World Cup.
What I mean by homeboy is the fact the guy is half Ghanaian, and then he's British wife. Probably the only African coach in quotes that's ever coached in the Premier League up until now. So he's come back home. He's now the coach. If they can be able to also convince Ado to join him for this nation.
No,
Ado has gone back.
Ado has gone back.
But he has gone back to Dortmund. But he's got a lot of
Ado could have been the assistant coach, even at the World Cup, because many Ghanaians were rooting for Chris Hilton. He has experience. Ado has not even been the head coach of Dortmund before, but this man has coached teams in the Premier League, in the Championship. But let's leave Ghana. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and our fans at home. We want you to get into the discussion this morning. What are your takes on this on this AFCON 2023 draws. What are your take on the 2-2 draw that we played against the Saudi Arabian national team yesterday? The numbers to call in are 09024 63440. The other one is 08107 641 679. And the numbers are also displayed on your screen this morning. You can call us and tell us what you feel about the match that was played yesterday. You can also talk about the goalkeeping crisis of the Super Eagles. And lastly, the AFCON draws. What do you think? What are your expectations?
Hopefully
do you think we can do it again?
Players come home.
Yes, I think that's the campaign. Yeah, the campaign being launched by the NFF
this
right now.
babe at Bibi Nigeria, Ilebaye, she was actually on field yesterday.
Yes, one of
the ambassadors. Now, is that what we should be?
No, it's a good one. Yeah, like you said. And I listened to the media officer. They granted an interview about 2 days ago, and I listened to him and was talking about this. They just want the entire Nigeria to be giving them the entire support. All the support they need for this one. Let's do it again. Is the campaign. We won it before.
Let's do it. We're going to win.
Do what?
We want to win the first.
Okay, it's going to be 10 years. Yeah, that's true.
No, it's 10 years already.
It's 10 years already.
But wait, if you are saying 10 years, it's only 2015, 2017, 2019, 2021. 4 editions that we've not won. And it's not our family bet. It's not our bet right. You know.
So the idea now is that all Nigerians should support the Super Eagles. And I think the target they give the Portuguese Mourinho or the
semi-final.
The Nigerian thinking
the best.
No. Recommended by
recommended Mourinho.
Former assistant of Jose Mourinho. Worked at Real Madrid. This is the most impressive one you've ever seen in recent times.
Okay, so someone said on social media, someone said we have a video game tactical manager, Jose Pesero.
Pes.
Don't forget, you can still call him. We want to get your opinions concerning the Super Eagles, concerning our discussions here this morning. Well, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we are 6th in Africa. Regardless of our rankings, we're one of the best, I can assure you. So what talent are you expecting us to, bring in?
If their clubs release them.
I have 2 questions before we go. What talent do you think we need to poach for AFCON 2023? I'm going to ask both of you. And the next game against Mozambique, are you willing to see a more rotated squad for us to try the likes of Jordan Tonaga, the new boys in the squad?
Yeah, definitely. I was expecting that yesterday, but because it's Pesero has yet to win any friendly game.
Okay, Sam, I have to cut you short. We have Marcos from Abuja. Marcos, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Speak to us. We can hear you.
Regards to the rest in the studio. Yeah, the goalkeeping problem, I'm so
Can you speak louder, please? We can't hear you.
Okay. The goalkeeping problem we're having. Can you hear me now clearly? Yeah. We are going to suffer a lot because of our league. The league, which is supposed to be the factory for producing talent, including referees. You see what is happening to Nigeria, the whole Nations Cup with so many referees, no single Nigerian referee. That has to do with our league system. The league is not functional. So where do you expect the referees?
The league is functional at the moment.
It's functional. What happened last season? You say you call it a breach. Nobody takes that kind of a league seriously. I'm telling you, my brother. Nobody takes it seriously. That's the reason why we look as if we are being ignored. There's no way you say Nigeria can be ignored in Africa. But this thing is totally will be overlooked. And then the same thing is going to happen is happening in the goalkeeping department, as you can see. Not just the goalkeeping department. You see our wings are no longer flying like the Super Eagles of those days. You know, Emmanuel Lamonike on one side, Finidi George on the other side.
He's talking about the 1994 Eagles.
etc. All those things are not happening again because the factory is no longer producing such players, except for some who are born in Europe, who grew up in Europe, who have learned all these things in Europe that are considered. For some few that you can mention, look at the Super Eagles composition now. It's only few players that you actually say they are homegrown. Look at it. But in those days, you go to a tournament and you take home-based players will be in that team. There's no time.
Wait, hold on. You know, there is a difference between homegrown and home-based. Homegrown is different from home-based. In this Super Eagles, the goalkeeper that played yesterday was homegrown. The right back that played yesterday was not homegrown. The left back, that is Bruno, is homegrown.
Yeah.
Our defensive pairing, that is Shemi Ajayi and this Kevin Bassey, they were not homegrown. But I can still mention Boniface homegrown, Chukwueze homegrown, Osimhen homegrown, Ndidi homegrown. At least we still have close to about 6 in that starting lineup that were homegrown. But you can continue.
Yes, I said the homegrown, they are not much as compared to those days. In those days, when you have the Super Eagles, Jordan Amokachina and ETC, how many were not homegrown? Can you compare?
It has changed this time around. Football has grown where you see people changing nationality and the way they want. If Marco Asensio could have played for Netherlands, but it was Spain. So I don't think, for me, I believe you can choose to represent who you want as long as you have a Nigerian passport. You are Nigerian. Forget homegrown or anything.
Yeah, that's it.
I understand. But if we have our league that is very functional as compared to other leagues, as we're saying, you cannot tell me that we'll be suffering from this goalkeeper crisis as we are doing now. Of all the 20 clubs in Nigerian league, you cannot find 2-3 goalkeepers that will stand in and perform better than the ones that we have at the moment.
Sam, you want to say something?
Yeah, I think I have a solution. Maybe we should do audition for goalkeepers, yeah?
That's why we have the likes of Chan, right?
So everyone that knows
the Chan Eagles are going to be playing very soon.
Everyone that knows that you are a goalkeeper, they should do audition for them. We need a goalkeeper for the national team. If we can get Chiamaka Nnadozie to come and give us the Super Eagles, let Chiamaka come. Chiamaka is better than all the goalkeepers we have in the Super Eagles.
Actually, now, yes. Yes.
Well, it's been a wonderful time talking the Super Eagles and the AFCON, But we have to go on a very, very, very short break now. But, we're going to be back to talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Still talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but we're going on a break now. Don't change it.
Argentina, champions of the world!
you would have expected the Super Eagles of Nigeria to wallop these people. But as it is right now, we ended the game 2-2. Nothing happened in that game except from that 2-2 draw. Vincent Enyema, the cat, Kali Keme, Ejide, many people could have, but I would not want to say it. This man denied us World Cup.
No, I've already suggested this, and I hope the NFF guys are listening, or someone can just play the
Do audition.
Audition. If you are a Nigerian,
when Nigerian Got Talent,
you get Nigerian Got Talent for goalkeepers.
Okay, you know what? He talked about Christian Nwoke, and some people have said Ojo Olorun Loke, all of them, camp them. All the 20 goalkeepers in Nigerian league. Let's see.
To be very, very serious, take a closer look on Chan. Chan is about to start now.
Sure.
Take a closer look at Chan.
It is also Pesero that is coach of the Chan Eagles now.
Yes.
So we're going to see if he can produce a Chan goalkeeper for us. Then why not produce a good goalkeeper?
It's actually deeper than this, but we can't be talking about the Super Eagles all day. It's just deeper than this because the person you mentioned as the coach of the I know.
The extension,
but should he even be the coach of the Super Eagles?
No, he has assistants who are in the local leagues.
Of course.
That's it.
Well, if you're just joining us, this is the beautiful game we've been talking about, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the AFCON draw, and the 2-2 draw we had against the Falcons of Saudi Arabia yesterday evening. Well, in lieu of that, we're going to be playing an interview that happened on TVC Breakfast this morning between Mike Mesikeno and Babafemi Raji, who is the Super Eagles media officer. That interview was very, very juicy. Don't change it out. Watch this wonderful interview.
The media officer of the Super Eagles, Babafemi Raji, who is online with us via Zoom. Hello, good morning, Babafemi Raji. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning, Mike. Good morning, Toyosi.
Good morning, Bajide.
Okay, I'm sure you heard all she had to say. But let's start. There is a major campaign, Let's Do It Again. I've heard you talk about this campaign at different times. Why do you think that we, as a nation, or the Super Eagles, can do it again for the 4th time in the Africa Cup of Nations?
All right, thank you so much. And that's because we have the potential. That's because we have the material. That's because we believe a lot that it is time to do it again. I will attend to Toyosi, and I will speak to her conscience so that she can already key into this. That was a friendly game. The essence of friendly matches are to, check out gray areas, dot the I's, cross the T's before you go for the main exam. So, but don't worry. You'll get to know that we will do it again in AFCON. Yes, we want to do it again because we believe it's time. Nigerians deserve to celebrate. We all deserve to celebrate. We have 200 million Nigerians right behind us. We have the federal government right behind us. And we can see from the group that is the Group A, that can usher us into the knockout phases of the Cup of Nations next year in Cote d'Ivoire. We have the materials. When it comes to the players, I don't see any team as blessed in terms of materials, quality, or the depth in quality as we have in the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And talking about even the coaching crew, the technical crew, the staff, the Nigeria Football Federation, led by Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusso, has been pumping in everything to ensure we achieve this. And believe me, every other Nigerian should rally around. We know there will be gray areas when it comes to certain things, but remember, even Argentina lost to the same Saudi Arabia and then went on to win the World Cup. Little blips will not change things. The goal is to go to AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire next year and win the World Cup. We did it in 1980. In 1994, we won the Cup of Nations in Tunisia. We went to South Africa, conquered the rest of Africa in 2013. That was 10 years ago. In 2024, next year, the AFCON 2023 in Cote d'Ivoire, we will go and win. Come on, we are Nigerians. We've been through a lot. And remember, aside crude oil that we export, the major export for Nigeria is football. And trust me, the key thing that unites every Nigerian, devoid of ethnic, religious, or whatever differences, remains football. If there is a language Nigerians have, it is the language called football. And we're harnessing this to ensure we have the joy. And now the Super Eagles, they give the joy. I can't just stop saying this over and over again. We have to put in this energy, this positive energy that is also resonating here in camp. We are in Portimao right now, And the main thing we're talking about is the Cup of Nations. And we will have mock exams like we did yesterday. We know how to correct one or two things. But the fact is, we want to go to Cote d'Ivoire and do it again. So Toyosi, join the train and have the feel and the belief that it is time for us to do it again. Let's do it again.
Okay, Babajide, just like...
Baba Femi.
Sorry, Baba Femi. It was like you're giving me a motivational speech there, but that's fine. I want to just try and remind you that we've been here before, and you know that. No matter how much you try and make Nigerians believe, try and motivate them and encourage them, it's left for the players to be able to translate this on the pitch and try as much as possible to win. So let's face reality here. Most of our players in the national team, many of them are bang average. We have so many players that when you put them on a scale of being able to perform at the highest level, they actually do falter. And let's be honest with ourselves on that note. Also, yes, you said we have talents now, and I agree with that. We do have talents now, but unfortunately, it's not showing on the pitch. Why is that happening right now?
See, it's football, and a lot of things happen. And mind you, when we won the AFCON, when we did it in 2013, little or no chance was given. Remember, when we advanced even to the knockout phase, the quarterfinal, everyone was like, okay, pack your bags and start coming home. And then we saw that spirit, the Niger spirit, come up. And that is what we want to do again. Believe me, it happens. It's not every day you have a good time in office, Toyosi. There are times you get into office and then, there are blips there. It does happen. At times you even go on a roll and then you feel you want to take a break. But that deep spirit in you makes you feel, this is me, Toyosi. I've always been there. I can still do it again. I'm sure it has happened to you before. Several times on the job. I'm a media person too. We don't have good days all the time.
True.
But then how much more football? Football is a game where it's about numbers, stats, and everything, and it's about consistency. These guys have been very consistent. Go and check out. You talk about how they perform in their club side. Yes, and they will all come down here to the national team. It is not as easy as it is to get all those the pool of talent and then begin to build on chemistry and synergy. That is what the coaches have been doing.
Definitely.
Building on the chemistry, building on the synergy, build on the intensity, and that is what's working. Believe me, by the time we hit the Nations Cup in Cote d'Ivoire next year, you will know we are there to do it again. We just want to do it again. And trust me, things will be as perfect, as wonderful as you expect or you want, Stacey.
All right, Baba Femi, I am not the most jingoistic when it comes to the Super Eagles, but I must say that yesterday I was quite impressed with some passages of play. The team even did better than I expected. But then we played, it seemed like at some points we were playing a 4-2-4. Frank Onyeka was on the bench, Joe Aribo was on the bench and all of that. Now I want to talk about I want to look at it from the coach's eye, Jose Pesero. Is this how we're going to go forward? Because it looks like we're thin in the midfield.
Yeah.
If we have people like Frank Onyeka on the bench, we had someone like Aribo, we only started with, as a natural midfielder, Wilfred Ndidi. We know that, what's his name now? The young man from Fulham, what's his name now? Iwobi, Alex Iwobi, yeah, that's his name that was coming to me. Even there, he doesn't play, he's not a natural midfielder as it were. He comes in from the wing and all of that. So we basically played with just one natural midfielder, just one yesterday. Do you think that that is a part of the pitch that the coach will want to address moving forward?
Well, I don't have a coaching badge, but I can speak because I'm with the team and I see a lot of things by association. I can. That was a 4-4-2 formation. You work on the strength of your team. 4-4-2 formation. Now, for you that play, maybe you play PS and everything, 4-4-2 attacking formation. It means those are the flanks come to the middle and they help the middle. And the middle was not lean or thin. Let's not continue to think, okay, we must have like a lot of us there, we must have like a number 10 that will run around. No, it's football. Football is dynamic. Things are changing. Things are evolving. A lot of things. That was a 4-4-2 formation. When you have your strength in attack, you exploit it to the maximum. And that is exactly what was done yesterday. You could see the number of chances. Go check the stats. The stats already are there. If not for the misses, going to be 3 goals up as at the first half. So perhaps what we should have talked about was, okay, getting more clinical in front of goal, knowing that we have the strength in attack. the team is doing well when it comes to attack. Even the middle, a 4-4-2 formation means you are compact, and the two defenders with the central with the number 6, the DM, are also ensuring holding forth there. So trust me, it's as tight as you could ever think. But just that the 4-4-2 is an attacking 4-4-2 formation, and I'm sure Mike will understand as long as you play FIFA and other games like that. You understand what I'm talking about.
Life is not FIFA.
Of course I do. Of course I do. Finally, Babafemi Raji, what's the mood like in the camp? Now, the boys are going to get set to play Mozambique. After that draw yesterday, I know we considered a late goal. What's the mood like in the camp right now?
Amazing mood. That was just it was a test, and a test game. Test games are meant to check things, know how things go and everything. We had something good. We had some good news yesterday. Leke Ojo, the goalkeeper, right there, the home goalkeeper, got into camp yesterday. You know, he's not been around due to late entry visa issuance by the Portuguese embassy, but he's right here in camp. The mood is great. We're good. We'll be having a training session again at 4:30 p.m. today. I remember yesterday after the game, the players that did not feature in the game or came in as substitutes had to stay back at the stadium to train. So it means we've already started preparations for the World Cup qualifiers, which starts off next month, and also for the AFCON, which kicks up in Cote d'Ivoire next year. So definitely the mood is top notch. Everyone is excited. We've picked, we learned our mistakes from the mistakes of yesterday, and we're moving on. Just trust me. Game after game, the chemistry keeps getting stronger, and we keep building up synergy. We will do it again in Cote d'Ivoire. Mike and Toyosi and Nigerians, join us in this journey as we get set to do it again.
All right. Thank you so much.
So.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you've heard the media officer of the Super Eagles. He's optimistic. Not that he's doing his job, but he's just optimistic, saying that we are doing it. We're doing it again. That is the hashtag. Let's do it again. The Super Eagles of Nigeria won the AFCON 3 times. The last time they won it was in 2013, and that was the edition held in South Africa. But this time around, we're going to Ivory Coast, just our neighbors here in West Africa. If you take bus from Oshogbo, you can get to Abidjan. You know, that's how we do it if you don't have money to take a plane. So that's just how it is. But he's saying something this morning, Sam. He's saying we have a very good squad. So game after game, we're going to be improving. The synergy will be there. We're preparing for the World Cup qualifiers in November and also the AFCON. But we have a game on Monday. What's your take?
So the game on Monday, it's a good one to start. Every player, I'm expecting a different 11. Different 11.
Hafiz, what are you expecting?
Yes, so it's going to give chances to everybody that you've invited to camp.
Well, for me, what I'll take from what the media officer, Babafemi Raji, has said, a lot of things actually, but I'll just break it down and say, when it comes to preparation, let's play games that really show that we are preparing. You understand? Games like yesterday, the one coming on Monday. But when it gets to that time, let's be plain. Yeah. Let's be very, very plain. And let's try and do a better job in convincing these clubs to release our best players. We can't afford to lose another Osimhen again. You understand?
All right, Hafiz, we have a caller from Alimosho here in Lagos. Amos is on the line. Amos, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Godwin.
Oh, good morning, Godwin.
The problem of Super Eagles.
Okay, go on. We can hear you. Please move away from your TV set. You're giving us a very weird sound. But if you're still there, you can speak to us.
After Nyama left Super Eagles.
You said what?
There's no more goalkeeper in Super Eagles. After Nyama left Super Eagles. Different thing, after I left Super Eagles, there's no more keeper in Super Eagles. But if a coach can cool down and start for coach within Nigerian league, Super Eagles do better. Second, Nigeria have no playmaker. In that midfield, Nigeria don't have no play. If you during Rashidi time, can see the world culture giving Rashidi pass? What they call it, Daniel Amakash. So if those ones go, they will never have playmaker.
Are you saying they should push Iwobi up front in the midfield, or you bring Dele Bashir? Dele Bashir is a creative midfielder. Fisai Dele Bashir.
Yes, that's what I mean.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's the thing. They've been trying to scout for a lot of attacking midfielders we've tried, and that's where Fisayo Dele Bashiru has also come in, whose elder brother played for the under-20.
Somebody here said the Super Eagles have a good crop of players. They should go as far as the final, but we also need a goalkeeper and an attacking midfielder. But that is where we're going to be ending the Super Eagles discussion. Let us go abroad. Let us talk about the European qualifiers, where the French national team defeated the Dutch national team 2-1. Kylian Mbappe grabbing a brace. Some teams like France, Portugal, also, Portugal also won yesterday. They've qualified for the Euros. Quick one, Afiz. What team are you rooting for to win this Euro 2024 holding in Germany?
Until it starts.
That's the same thing. I want to say it's too early.
It starts because
it's too early. Well, France is probably one of the stock team. They've got players players in every position. You can get about 3 top players in France.
I'm telling you,
so it's a huge one. But then throughout this qualifier, they were not convincing sometimes.
Yes.
So that's when there's Italy, who is struggling. There's Spain, who are currently second in their group, not yet sure. Scotland is topping their group. Imagine. There is Portugal, who has qualified, with Cristiano scoring 2 yesterday. But then there's a Gonzalo Ramos, who is still not
the youngster.
Diogo Jota, all of those players, but until we're about to start the Euro 2024. Even Germany, who is the host, are fumbling.
They're not even convincing.
So there's still a lot of months ahead for us to be able to start picking. But I think the qualifiers, as usual, it's always very beautiful. European qualifiers, sometimes you see as if you're watching club games.
The cup goes. What's his name? Cristiano Ronaldo.
They start party. They start party.
Erling Haaland is following his footsteps. He also scored 2.
Haaland has now scored 27 goals in 27. Like how?
That's the thing. So that's when people will understand when they said.
But why is Ronaldo like this?
Why
is Ronaldo like this? Ronaldo has...
See, that's a topic for another day.
Ronaldo has about I think he has about 129 goals now for Portugal.
And that's why he's not retiring. That's why he's not retiring. They have more games to play in Europe, more than South America, more than Africa. But let's leave that discussion. Before we go, quick one. Your predictions for Monday's game, Nigeria versus Mozambique.
I'm seeing a 3-1 win for Nigeria. I'm sure they...
So you don't want...
I'm sure we are going to score goals, and we cannot avoid
conceding.
Because I don't know.
your prediction.
But I just quickly had to jump. But like I said earlier, I want all the 25 players invited.
Nobody must come to Portugal without playing, except the new goalkeeper that just came,
Ojolorun. He came in yesterday, so he said he has about 2 days, and then he should play.
Can we play three goalkeepers in a match?
Yes, we can. We can substitute. Uzo has already played the first game. I'm not expecting him to play.
There is Ojolorun, there is Adeleye. Ojolorun just
and then pick one. Then just pick one.
But our time is fast spent. Your predictions, Afis?
Exclusive. Mozambique to win.
They play.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like that.
Except by fluke, I can tell you Mozambique cannot win.
We were supposed to... Osimhen was supposed to grab a hat-trick yesterday. Boniface was supposed to grab a hat-trick yesterday. We were playing Saudi Arabia.
Leave this cook.
Between Saudi Arabia and Mozambique, Mozambique is a lower rated.
We have to go right now.
Nigeria lost to Central African Republic, so anything can happen.
Thank you for coming. I know say you vex, but thank you for coming. Sam Adeyemi, Pastor, thank you for coming. Yes, thank you for watching. We appreciate you for joining us on today's show. My name is Toyosi. It's been a wonderful time hanging out with you all, talking the round leather game. I think next weekend, we're going to be having London Derby, but we also will be back to talk about happenings across the round leather game. Don't stop playing football. Don't stop watching. Bye for now.